I would appreciate if you could move on to the next question.
I'm sorry? Want me to move on to the next question?
Yes.
We are gonna watch my favorite cross-examination video of all time. So in this case, they're trying to put away this drug dealer, and the prosecution brings this guy in kind of like their all-star witness. It seems like he was kind of involved with the drug stuff, but maybe they gave him some kind of deal. Who knows? But this guy was brought in by the state. He was not prepared for the criminal defense attorney whose entire job is to make you doubt yourself and then discredit you to the jury. And he gets so mad. It is one of my favorite things ever. So we're just hopping right into this.
Can you look the jury in the eye and tell me whether or not you've taken any narcotics today?
Yeah!
Prescription.
His face, dude! The shock!
Whether or not you've taken any narcotics today? Prescription pills, anything of that sort? Xanax, opiates?
Yes, I have taken prescription pills.
Oh my God! Okay, so the defense attorney comes in hot. Like I said, his whole responsibility is to discredit the witness here. And he does that right away. He comes in and he's like, you know, this is a drug case. He's like, can you look the jury in the eye and tell them that you haven't done any drugs in the past 24 hours? So now he's established that this person is a drug user, and if we're in a drug case, it kind of discredits him. My man was not ready for that.
Vyvanse is an amphetamine?
Yes, I'm prescribed.
Vyvanse is for ADHD?
Yes.
The behavior, the way that you're communicating, and I'm going to speak to you, try to speak softly and have a dialogue with you, okay?
Okay.
The way that you're communicating now, I mean, can you hear, I'll withdraw and I'll ask it differently. Can you? This is the way that
Are you high right now? No? Okay.
that you normally communicate?
I don't normally communicate from a stand in circuit court in a case involving an older man that threw parties.
I think he's trying to paint a picture that this guy's just fucking high right now.
With underage people providing drugs. I'm nervous. If you're accusing me of being drugs, then you're doing a very bad job as an attorney. Okay. You should be asking questions that are actually going to help your client.
Okay, next question.
I appreciate that.
And now I'm angry, and I'm going to tremble my voice even more, not because I'm on drugs, but because I'm nervous. Okay. And you're intimidating. That's what you do.
Okay, wait,
it's not going to
Okay,
work.
call him out. Call him out. Look at that. He said.
That's my answer.
Okay. Well,
shit.
We'll just answer his questions and we'll get you out of here.
This is it. This is it. This is the sassiest witness of all fucking time. Look at this man. He's about to give me the best goddamn thumbnail I've ever had in my entire life. Also, why are we wearing these Jeffrey Dahmer glasses?
Like I've stated multiple times, I was very inebriated every time that I was at his house. I may have even been given ketamine without knowing it.
Ooh, good answer. Good answer.
You've never told the police before in response to any question. Let me finish my question.
Look.
You'll get every opportunity, Mr. Spencer. I'm keeping my voice very calm. I'm going to give you every opportunity to talk as much as you'd like.
Okay, listen. No, fuck this. I'm so tired of like somebody intentionally trying to drive a narrative or manipulate something, and then they intentionally keep their voice very calm while they're saying everything. Because if I gaslight you while my voice is like this and I'm nice and calm, then you're the crazy one. You're the crazy one. When in reality, this is just a skill that you develop over time where you say what you want to say, but you do it in a really calm tone. Saying something in a calm tone does not mean that you're not being manipulative. Like, we can all tell that this attorney's trying to drive a story out of him.
Do you want me to go back and explain myself?
No, I'm asking you a specific question, Mr. Spencer.
And then pigeonholing him into the yes or no. Come on.
So, your testimony today includes a new allegation against Mr. Shield that you were somehow drugged without your knowledge.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's a possibility.
Look, she was about to object and she sat back down because she already knows that this man can hold his own already. We 8 minutes in and he's just straight up fucking bulldogging this motherfucker.
That specifically happened. I'm saying it's a possibility, as in there's no way anybody's ever going to be able to know that. I don't even know that myself. I'm just saying possibly.
And you're saying that when you told the jury that under oath that you were thinking to yourself that maybe it was given to me without my knowledge. Is that your explanation for that testimony under oath?
Yes, it is.
Does that make any sense to you?
No, he finally gave in. Dude, this guy's trying to make everything black and white because he knows that it's more complicated than that. So if he makes it black and white, then it will fit his narrative a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, criminal defense attorney just doing his job, you know, and he's going for it. But this guy has been doing a really good job of saying, like, no, fuck that. It's not black and white, okay? If I was on the jury, I wouldn't buy this line of questioning.
I don't know how else you would want me to explain this. I would appreciate if you could move on to the next question.
I'm sorry? Want me to move on to the next question?
Yes.
The questions I'm asking are, Mr. Spencer, pointing out from contradictions in your testimony. Do you understand that? Isn't your story evolving from what it was when you testified at the preliminary examination? Isn't it growing, evolving? Aren't you exaggerating?
I love that this man thinks before he speaks, because I don't. I just be talking. If you say something that I don't like, before you've even like said the last word of your sentence, I am already talking. But I love how he like takes in what the attorney just says, tries to figure out where he's going with it, gives him a dirty look, and then he gives his response. So who do you guys think that she likes? Just based on her facial expressions, it just kind of feels like she's been like supporting this guy more, but I don't really know. I just think it's a funny question to ask. What is this office style? The office style Zoom.
No, can you just...
Yes. You testified.
Xanax.
Xanax. How many Xanax pills were you in possession of?
2.
And you did not have a prescription for those pills, isn't that true?
That's
no.
true.
You understood at the time you were possessing that it was a crime to possess them, isn't that right?
Yes, I did understand that.
You knew that you were committing multiple felonies if you count the number of pills you possessed, isn't that?
He said 2! Oh my god. I mean, he's doing his job, but it's just so funny that this guy on the stand is like, I had 2 Xanax, and he's like, you just committed multiple felonies. I mean, he's not wrong, but...
True.
Objection, Judge. I call for a legal conclusion.
I would draw it.
It's true.
I would draw it. It's fine. I would draw it.
But he's already said it, so the damage is already
Let me ask you a question. Is it because of the stress of the moment that you didn't tell Detective Doty the most recent drug event that you claim occurred at the house?
Event?
Was the delivery of ketamine to you? The stress of the moment?
I don't think that there is drug events for this guy or Joe. I think it's just a fucking Tuesday for them, honestly. I've heard nitrous oxide, I've heard ketamine, I've heard cocaine. These people are just out here, bro.
You want the jury to believe?
I need an emote.
I'm...
And despite whatever it is that you did, you believed at that time that you'll end up with no criminal prosecution and no criminal record. Isn't that true?
That's what I was told.
And who told you that?
That.
Ms. Hand. Seated to my right and to your left. And despite whatever it is that you did, you'll end up with no criminal prosecution and no criminal record. That's what you're testifying to. That's what you just testified to.
Use immunity, I believe the term is.
And you just testified a moment ago that you were told that you'd end up with no criminal prosecution and no criminal record, right?
Well, no prosecution for the possession of prescription pills.
So that's more than use immunity. Use immunity means, doesn't it, as far as you know, that you just get to, your words can't be used against you. But you're telling us that you actually have an understanding that you're not going to be prosecuted at all for your felonies.
Oh.
So on February 28th, before you went and you talked to the police, you got a record deal. You got a professional music contract. That was something you coveted.
Oh, he's trying to paint a motive.
Yeah.
You understood that a criminal case and a criminal prosecution could interfere with that, didn't you?
Yes.
So the very next day.
Dude, if he's making music and he's involved in like a criminal drug trial, put that all over your SoundCloud, buddy. People gonna listen. In fact, let me find his music. We about to bump this. No, I'm just kidding.
The March 1st, that's when you went down and you talked to the...
Does he look like he would make some fire music? Dude, my man was sassy right up until the end. Holy shit. I was honestly trying to find this guy's SoundCloud, or at least a conclusion to this case. But you know what's even better? The fucking YouTube comments. Joe's house sounds lit AF. This dude needs to learn the magical words, I do not recall.